Welcome to the channel, everyone. Well, you can see here, guys, we got the Project Junk S10. This is actually my 2001 Chevy S10. And a little background, this was actually my grandpa's truck. He bought it brand new in 2001, I believe. And this was his last truck that he owned. My sister and my brother-in-law owned it for a little while, and they actually run it till it wouldn't run anymore. That's when I come in and I bought it for, I don't know, a couple $100 or something. And you can see all the videos on it. What I turned it into is what you see here today. Now, I think it's been 2 years or something since I've worked on this thing regular. I did mess with this front bumper. I bent this one side back up. It was leaning down or bent down or whatever. I did that a little while ago. So basically, it's been a long while since you guys have seen this project. Normally, you don't see projects or my projects come back because I usually end up selling them. But like I said, this was my grandpa's truck, so kind of feel odd about selling it. So I still have it. Basically, it's been sitting. It hasn't been run much. It's been sitting almost a year, I think now. The motor started ticking. It's not doing it now. I don't know. I don't really know what the deal is. I know the oil was really, really thick and cruddy. I thought my grandpa changed the oil regular. Maybe he didn't. I don't know. I know my sister and my brother-in-law probably didn't take very good care of it, so that could have been where it happened. But anyway, it's got 95,000 miles, I believe, on it. So it's got fairly low miles, I guess you would consider, for something that's, what, 23 years old now? It's looking, it's showing some age here. So I figure, why not kind of refresh it a little bit, do a little bit of maintenance on it, get it running. The battery died on me. That's another reason I think I stopped running it. The battery was getting weak, and I think the starter was doing something, but that could have been the battery that was giving me fits. But it looks pretty good. I just took it down and got it washed. It was looking pretty dirty there. Scrubbed it down. It probably needs another scrub down. But overall, it's holding up pretty good. Got some flaking happening on the bed liner, like on the fender. Down here, you can probably see some bed liner flaking. Up there on the wheel well, you can see. And I'm not going to say that's the Raptor liner's fault, because I think that's called rusty metal. And the winters are not easy on anything, any metal anyway, because they just throw some nasty stuff on the roads. So basically, when you've got something older, you've kind of got to every year address rust, a little bit of rust here, a little bit of rust there, and stuff like that. Otherwise, it's just going to continue to deteriorate. So you kind of got to stay on top of stuff. You know, if you're in Florida or California or down south where they don't have the winters we have, probably don't have to do so much maintenance. But like I said, the stuff they throw on the roads is just so bad. I try to keep my stuff washed, but yeah, it doesn't, I mean, it helps. I'm sure it helps, but it's still hard on it. So we're gonna do some, like I said, some maintenance. I think I got some spark plugs and wires. It runs pretty good. Maybe it's got a little bit of a kind of a rough idle. So 95,000 miles. I think the spark plugs were like 100,000 mile spark plugs back then. They say they go 100,000. Well, I don't think they were thinking 23 years. So I think we're gonna get a new set of spark plugs. I got some cheaper wires, new plug wires. Now, when I got this, the reason it would crank, but it wouldn't start. So I ended up doing a cap and rotor on this thing, and that got it fired back up. And actually, it run good. Like I said, now it's kind of, it still runs good, but it doesn't seem like it has the power it used to have. So we're gonna go ahead and do some maintenance on it like that. And then I got a vacuum line. I found a vacuum line that was pretty much corroded to nothing, broke apart in my hands. And I actually capped that for now because I don't have no line. I got some vacuum line on order. But I actually put a cap on the vacuum line, and there was a check engine light on this thing forever. I didn't know why, but it was on there, I believe, since I had it. Now it's gone, so I almost have to think that it was that vacuum leak that was causing that. Now that hose actually runs the heater controls, so I can't really move my heater controls around. It just kind of blows out kind of everywhere right now, and that's okay. That's okay for now. But like I said, I got some new vacuum line. I'll show you that when I do it. This is kind of a return project video, kind of giving you a little bit of a rundown. Probably going to be changing up the truck a little bit. I think I'm going to take this topper off. I like the topper. It gives me a lot of extra room. I used to have a dog that I could stick back there. The new dog, he's not going to ride back there. He barely likes to ride in the cab, so I'm gonna take it. I ain't gonna get rid of it. I'm just gonna take it off so I can put it back on if I want to. But I'm gonna take that off, kind of turn it back into a pickup. It kind of has like a Blazer vibe right now, but I think I'm gonna turn it back into a truck. So stay tuned for that. Yeah, probably some little bit of detail work here and there to kind of get it back into shape. Like I said, it's been a while. It's been a couple winters, maybe 3 winters since you guys have seen this thing, and it just needs a little bit. It needs to be scrubbed again, I think, because there's like mold trying to grow on it. The paint on this thing is really decent. I mean, really decent. If I run the buffer across some of this, it would probably shine like new. I think the hood needs it really bad. It's got little scratches. My grandpa, I think he used the hood as a table sometimes. Not bad. Like I said, I think a wet sand and a buff, and that would probably look brand new. It's got dings and stuff. The box, I think the box was off like a Napa truck down south or something. It ain't rotted out, but it's got quite a few dings on it. But a buff on that would probably work wonders too. over here, I don't know if you can see it, it's white, but Grandpa, in the door there, he got against a tree. He got stuck somewhere, and he got against a tree, I believe, with it. And I tried to pull this thing out, and I just can't. I can't get it to come out. It's white. It's hard to see, so it's probably just going to be left in there for now. There you go. You can see it better from this angle. But white is really good for hiding dents. This side here, like I said, it's got dings on it. Ain't too bad. Just a few touch-ups here and there, and then, like I said, wet sanding and buffing. Probably really make it shine. The Raptor liner that's on the lower part of the truck, a lot of people are saying, oh, it's going to turn yellow and everything like that. And I mean, this thing's been outside basically since I finished it. And that bed liner, I mean, the bed liner I think it looks good still. I mean, I don't see any problems with it. I don't see anything. I got some dirt here happening on the line. But as far as like color match, it's still, I mean, you step back and it looks the same to me as the white, so might be changing that up too. I don't know. I guess what's going to happen here is probably the views are going to decide how much time I put in this thing. If I'm not getting the views on the videos, probably not going to do a whole lot to this thing. If I get a bunch of views, you know, I'll probably put some more time into it. But yeah, if it's not getting the views, probably just going to do a little bit of maintenance to it. We'll see, I guess. Yeah, I guess I babbled enough here. Like I said, the return of the S10 truck here. Stay tuned, guys. I'll see you.